Ooh, I was supposed to record this. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Give me a second. We're going to go into a countdown real quick just to give me a moment here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm here. Hello, everyone. So, as you guys come in, if you are live, just put happy Monday below. It is Monday. It is the first day of the week. As you can see, I am very happy. This is how I am every Monday. I'm excited because I get to work towards my goals, right? And I have so much happening, so much exciting things happening behind the scenes. So I just want to say happy Monday to you. Welcome to Money Marketing Monday with Niala. We're going to be talking about Black Friday sales, okay? And I am so excited to talk about this subject right here because there are so many contradictions that are on the internet, right? On the interwebs talking about Black Friday. And I just want to talk to my ideal client. I want to talk to you and just give you my opinion as well as my experience when it comes to running Black Friday sales. So I won't be with you guys for too long this morning, but it's going to be some good stuff. All right. So if you're here with me live, just put hello below. If you are anywhere other than the Female Coaches Society, I would like to welcome you to come into our Facebook community, the Female Coaches Society, where we're all about community connections and collaborations. Okay. So I'm just giving people some time to get in. I see that we have some people here. Let me go on over to my comments here. Happy Monday, Katrina. How are you, darling? So I'm not looking anywhere else but in my Facebook group, y'all. So I'll see the other comments later, okay? All right, so quick introduction. My name is Niala Thorpe. I am a marketing and income strategist. I'm also the CEO of Market Your Message, where we help coaches, consultants, and service professionals find and market their unique message so they can consistently sign high-paying clients. And so that's the reason why you see that I'm talking about this subject, because I work primarily with people who are looking to step into the high-ticket phase, right? Who, I'll just tell you a little bit about my story. I don't know who just said happy Monday because it's coming up as Facebook user, but whoever you are, put your name below. Happy Monday. So when I first started in the industry, I was positioning myself as a budget-friendly coach, okay? A budget-friendly coach. And that is because I started off, I was a single mom. And I was struggling financially. And so mindset wise, when I look at myself, when I think of myself back then, now, mindset wise, I didn't really see the possibilities for myself. And so I put my own limiting beliefs on the people who I wanted to work with. And so I positioned myself as a budget-friendly coach, the person that helps single moms start businesses. And that's what it was all about. Quickly, I started to burn out. Quickly, I started to resent the people who I was working with, although they would never know that. Within my own self, I was going through resentment because I knew that I had a lot of business experience. I knew my degree is an accountant. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years, right? So I know that I have a lot of business experience. I knew that I was worth more. My inside, every being, every part of me was saying that I was worth more. But for some reason, I wasn't going after the type of money that I truly wanted, right? And so finally I got tired and I said, okay, I want to raise my prices. I want to make more money. I want to see, what do I need to do to be able to make that happen? And this is going to bring me to the first point that I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Guys, I'm talking about, should you run a Black Friday sale as a high ticket coach, right? Because online, and we'll go back to the story in a minute, but online, you hear coaches tell you, and just give me a 1 below if you've heard any of these before. So you hear people say you should not, right? So number one, you hear people say you should not run a Black Friday sale if you're a high ticket coach. Y'all just give me a 1 below if you've heard any of these. Number two, if you run a Black Friday sale, you'll be considered a commodity, right? Like people won't see you as a high ticket coach if you run a Black Friday sale. Then you hear people say to you, you need to run a Black Friday sale because if you don't, you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table. Right. So if you've heard any of these before, just give me a 1 below. Right. You also hear people say, if you are running a Black Friday sale, then you should have already had it out already. It's the 22nd, right? You should have had it out already. Then you had people, and this is my final one, you had people who would say to you, it's okay if you don't have it out yet. You could just put something out there on Friday and boom, make some sales. Okay. And as you can see, just in the last 1 minute, I've given you so many different opinions. And this is what people are dealing with online. This is what I was dealing with, right? So I've done Black Friday sales. I haven't done them. And I was going through a lot of internal questions because of everything that I was seeing online. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about is principles. They are business principles, right? I want to give you some things to think about because my honest opinion is that every single one of those answers are correct. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real with you, all right? I know that there's other people that's going to try to tell you everyone else is wrong, I'm right, but that's not what I'm here to do. What I'm here to do is help you understand what business is, help you understand what your goals are, and help you make business decisions that's best for you by giving you some business principles for you to think about, okay? If you guys are ready, just put open. You know what? I was going to start doing this because I've seen some other coaches do it, and I love it because it makes people get excited and ready to get the information. But then the other day, I was thinking that people be like, put ready below if you're ready to get the information. But a lot of people be ready to get the information, but not open to actually receiving the information. Y'all, come on, okay? Come on. Because I know that there are people who are like, listen, I want the content. But then when you hear what the people got to say, you're not really open to receive. You're not open to challenge yourself. You're not open to change, right? And so if you're open to hear what I'm about to talk to you about today, I want you to put open below. I want you to put open below if you're ready. And again, no matter where you're watching this from, this is syndicating everywhere. Just go ahead and respond to me. I'm going to come back and talk to you guys once the live is over, okay? So let's talk about the first thing, going back to my story. I wanted to raise my prices. I wanted to be able to make more money. And I say, okay, well, what's the first thing that I have to do to be able to do this? And this brings me to point one. The first thing that I had to think about was, where am I right now on my journey? What level am I at? And that's what I want you to think about, okay, guys? So somebody put level below, okay? I want you guys to think about, what level are you at, okay? Now, in business, there are primarily 3 positions that you can be in. Number one, you can be in the stage where you are positioning yourself. Okay. And guys, there are some people who ego is going to get in the way, and you're going to be like, oh, but I've been doing this for a minute, but people still don't know you. So you're still in positioning phase. This is not about how long you've been in business. This is about the results that you're getting and if you are in this position or not. Okay. So I want you to think, the first phase is in the positioning phase. And that just means that you are positioning yourself as a high ticket coach. You are positioning yourself as an authority and a thought leader in your niche. You are positioning yourself so people can start to know who you are, right? So when people are asking for referrals in your specific expertise in your area, your name will come up on the table when it's being talked about, right? You're positioning yourself. And again, whether you've been in business for 1 year or you've been in business for 10 years, you can still be positioning. Let me explain. So when I first came online, okay, after I lost my hair salon and I came back online, this was back in 2012, okay, I was an entrepreneur for a long time. I've had several businesses before I came into the coaching industry. However, nobody knew about me. I wasn't positioned. I didn't have an audience. I wasn't known as an expert in my niche. My name wasn't being called. So even though I had a long list or long years of different experiences in business, I was still in the positioning phase. Okay. And don't worry, we're going to talk about what all of this means. Again, guys, if you're here with me, just say hello, talk back to me, right? Remember what we talk about. When you do it for others, people do it for you. So when you challenge yourself and you come on live and you start giving content to your people, you're going to want them to be there below talking back to you. So that's how it works, right? Okay. So I'm gonna go through the phases and then we'll break it down. So the first phase is positioning. The second phase is growth. Okay. So this is when people know who you are now, your position, right? You're out there, but now you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow your influence. You're trying to grow your impact. You're trying to grow your community, right? And so you're in the growth phase. Okay. And then the last phase I consider is the scale. Okay. So this is where I'm at now. Like I'm trying to scale, right? And so this is where you start talking about how can I start implementing Facebook ads? How can I start getting more leads coming in faster? How can I start, growing my team? How can I start diversifying my income and service delivery, right? So these are the things that you start talking about when you're in the scale. Okay. And so what does this have to do with Black Friday? What does this have to do with should I run a Black Friday offer as a coach, as a high ticket coach? Well, if you are in, let's start with the first phase. If you're in the positioning phase, then I'm going to say the best decision to make is to think about what you want to be seen as. All right. And so let me explain, because I think the best way to explain this is kind of like just sharing my own experience. So once I got tired of, making a little bit of money, I wanted to be able to make more money. I wanted to raise my prices. But I had already positioned myself as a budget-friendly coach working with single moms. And I wanted to now be seen as a high-ticket coach. So the first thing I had to do was I had to start switching around my offers. I had to raise my prices. I had to start switching around my language. I mean, even as simple as the type of freebies or free offers that I was giving away was changing, right? So I'll give you an example. Before the shift, when I was positioning myself as a budget friendly coach, I would have a freebie like the coaching starter pack, right? And it was a coaching starter pack that had all these different files to help coaches start their business. And obviously, if you listen to the language there, the messaging there, the coaching starter pack, that tells you that this is for somebody who's looking to start their coaching business. But as I was shifting and positioning myself as a high ticket coach, I no longer wanted to work with people who were now starting. I wanted to work with people who were already out there and who were struggling to get consistent clients, right? And so that means that they weren't looking to start the business. They were looking to get more high quality leads. They were looking to learn how to close more sales calls. They were looking to learn how to master their messaging around objections, right? Things that would help them get the clients because their business was already starting and they was already out there. And so from there, I had to shift even the type of freebie I was giving away. And I remember going from giving away a coaching starter pack to giving away my objection handler. And that was the template that helped you close more, overcome more objections and close more sales. Now, what does that tell you guys? Because I'm giving you high level. This is anybody, no matter where you're starting from, what I'm sharing with you, you can understand. And no matter if you're seasoned, this is going to really help you here, right? Because look at that shift right there, right? Because if I start giving away something called an objection handler, who do you think I'm attracting? I'm attracting people who are already doing sales calls. So that means they're already getting leads, they're already getting people on the phone, and they're looking to close more sales. You see the difference there? All right. So because I was in the positioning phase, it was not smart for me to do a Black Friday sale because I wanted to make sure that people knew that, I was shifting into high ticket coaching. And the only way that you would be able to work with me on a one-on-one level was by putting a 4-figure or more investment out there. That's the position that I was in. So my question to you is, what position are you in? Okay. Now let me give you another way. Because again, I'm not here to tell you who's right, what's wrong. I believe it's all right. I believe that as a business owner, you have to know what your goals are, what you are looking to accomplish, and make your decisions accordingly, right? So I'm going to give you another perspective to look at here. So you can say, well, I'm in the positioning phase, Niala, so I don't want people to see me as a low ticket coach. So I don't want to put together a low ticket Black Friday offer. Well, no one said you had to. All right. So this is another way for you to look at this. Okay. So a couple years back, I ran a Black Friday offer. I was already already seen as a high ticket coach. Everyone who knows me already know I'm not cheap, right? Like I don't have to say that anymore. It's just a given, right? And so I ran a Black Friday offer and I decided to sell VIP sessions. Okay. And it was $997 for those sessions. And usually those sessions would have been $2,500. All right. And so what you've seen that I did there is, yes, I did a Black Friday sale. However, I tried to still stay above $1,000, which is more like premium price. It's not high ticket, but it's still considered premium in our internet world. Does that make sense? So, and then another thing is just some extra bonuses. Another thing is the way I marketed it, the way I positioned it was like, listen, you only have 24 hours to get this offer, and this never happens. All right. So this is like a once in a lifetime thing. Come on in. And I don't feel that I don't feel it did anything for my brand. I still have people who pay me up to this day. People pay a minimum $15,000 for my Market Your Message program. Okay. With no problem. So it did not diminish me as a high ticket coach. Okay. So I hope that I'm helping. What I don't want to do is give you more confusion. I just want to empower you to make the decision that's best for you and your business. That's what this conversation today is about. Okay. If you're following me, just give me a yes below if you're following me. Okay. So if you're in the positioning phase, I believe that a lot of you who follow me are, that is why you feel like you're hearing so many. That is the reason why you're confused on which way to go. Because in the positioning phase, it's very hard to decide if you want to do a sale or not. You might be in the position where also, let's talk about this too, because this is another thing that I didn't even think about. You may be in a position also where I need to make some money in my business, right? Like maybe you've been investing a lot, and you have these money goals and you need to make some money, and everybody is telling you that Black Friday is a great time to do that. My third thing that I want you guys to think about is, let me see how I should word this one. It's really important that you are not making all of your decisions based on money in your business. Because I remember back then, I was so focused on making money. Like I wanted to make money so bad that I was not making clear decisions. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was being, like desperate for the money. And when you're in that position, you don't make the best decisions. Okay. You don't make the best decisions. You don't even launch right. You don't even talk about your offer right when you're coming from that energy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's better that you clearly know and feel good about your decision when you're going into Black Friday sales. Okay. Again, I'm not here to tell you whether to do it or not. I just want to give you some things to think about. If you're in the growth phase, so we talk about 3 phases: positioning, growth, and scaling. If you're in the growth phase, then again, I think that a Black Friday sale is something that everyone should be doing, whether you did it early or whether you did it, whether you're putting it out on Friday. If you're in the growth phase, definitely that's something that you should be thinking about, right? Because the idea of growth is being able to get more customers, get more clients, make more money in your business, growing, right? So I think in the growth phase, the decision is a lot easier. And in the scaling phase, definitely. And let me tell you why for the scaling phase. Because once you get out of the positioning phase, people already see you as a high ticket coach. They already see you as an expert in your niche. So and they're already invested in your brand, if that makes sense, whether it's through their time or whether it's through their money. They're already invested in your brand. So even if it's like me, a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, you're a high ticket coach, but you still do workshops for $47, right? Or like, for example, Plan to Profit, which we closed yesterday, that was $297 early bird and then $497. So people would say, man, Monialo, you're a high ticket coach. Why would you do that? Wouldn't that make people see you as no, because I've already gotten out of the positioning phase, right? So I'm in the phase where I'm diversifying the way I make money, diversifying the way I deliver my services. Does that make sense? I hope that that's making sense for you. So here again, I'm going to leave you, but I just want to give you the questions that I want you guys to think about when it comes to your Black Friday sales. And I'm hoping that I'm getting rid of some of the confusion that you may have been having. So number one, I want you guys to think about, what level am I in? Am I in the positioning phase, the growth, or the scaling? The second thing I want you to think about is, what are my current goals? Okay, what are my current goals? Because again, like I said, when I stopped doing Black Friday sales for that couple of years, it was because my current goal was that I was trying to reposition myself in the market. So I stopped doing Black Friday sales for a couple of years until I had got myself to a certain level. Now I have no problem doing a Black Friday sale. Okay. And then the third thing is, which is not a question, but just remember that you are the CEO. Just remember that this is your journey, this is your business. And don't feel too much pressure with all the contradicting advice that you're getting. Make the decisions that are best for you. And then also remember that even if for some chance you make the decision that may not have been best, it all works out in the end, right? So for years, like I said, I positioned myself as a budget-friendly coach. If looking back, I could just smack myself because that was crazy, right? Because I'm over here saying I want to work with people that were, ready to invest, but over here talking about I'm the budget-friendly coach. That was crazy, right? But that experience allowed me to learn to get to be here, to be able to give this advice to you. Okay. So I really hope that this was useful. I really hope that this helped you. Thank you so much for joining me for Money Marketing Monday. If you guys are on the replay, just put hashtag replay below so I can come back and say thank you for watching. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave it below. I'll come back and I'll answer your questions. Today, I'm not really selling anything. Y'all know I'm breaking right now, okay? So I'm not selling anything. But if you are someone who's looking to step your game up in your coaching and consulting business and you're looking to work with a coach, then we can absolutely help you. I will leave the link for you to book an appointment with me, and we can see if you're a good fit and if I'm a good fit for you, okay? All right. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.